Hi kids. In today's session you are going to learn about hydrologic cycle. Water, it is one of the most important elements on earth. All plants and animals need water for survival. That we know very well, isn't it? About 71% of the earth's surface is covered by water. Out of this, only about 2.8% is fresh water and the remaining 97.2% is salt water which found in seas and oceans. Okay, water resources are very useful that we know, isn't it? Which is available in three sources. They are precipitation, surface water and groundwater. Hydrologic cycle or water cycle. Actually, hydrology, it is the science which deals with the various aspects of water such as its occurrence, distribution, movement and properties on the planet Earth. Hydrologic cycle is a global sun-driven process where water is transported from ocean to atmosphere, from atmosphere to land, from land back to ocean. The water cycle, it can be considered as a closed system for the earth. Evaporation takes place from the surface water and transpiration from the plants. Water vapor gets condensed at higher altitudes by condensation, nuclei and form clouds. That means resulting in the droplet growth. The clouds melt and sometimes burst, resulting in precipitation of different forms. A part of water from precipitation flows over the land is called runoff, and the other part infiltrates into the soil which builds up the groundwater. The three important phases of the hydrological cycle are evapotranspiration, precipitation and runoff. Components of hydrologic cycle. There are 6 main components in hydrological cycle. They are evapotranspiration, condensation, precipitation, infiltration, percolation and runoff. At first we will move on to the evapotranspiration. Actually, it is defined as the total loss of water from the earth through evaporation from the surface water bodies and the transpiration from vegetation. In cropped area, it is difficult to determine the evaporation and transpiration separately. Therefore, it is collectively called as evapotranspiration. Evaporation. Next. Okay. Evaporation, it refers to the process in which the liquid form of water changes into gaseous form. Water boils at 100 degrees Celsius temperature, but it actually begins to evaporate at 0 degree Celsius. And the process takes place very slowly. Temperature is the prime element which affects the rate of evaporation. Aerial extent of surface water, wind and atmospheric humidity are the other variables which affect the rate of evaporation. The rate of evaporation increases with increase in wind speed, increase in temperature, decrease in humidity and increase in aerial extent of surface water bodies. Next we will move on to the transpiration. Transpiration, it refers to the process by which the water content in the plants are released into the atmosphere in the form of water vapor. Water taken up by plants is released through transpiration. The rate of transpiration is also affected by the temperature, wind and humidity. In case of agriculture, the crop characteristics, its environment and cultivation practices also affect the transpiration process. Next we will move on to the condensation. It refers to the process in which the gaseous form of water changes into liquid form. Condensation, generally it occurs in the atmosphere when warm air arises, cools and loses its capacity to hold water vapor. As a result, excess water vapor condenses to form cloud droplets. Condensation is responsible for the formation of clouds. These clouds produce precipitation, which is the primary route for water to return to the earth's surface in the water cycle. Condensation actually it is the opposite of the evaporation. Forms of condensation. What are the forms it included in the condensation? Dew, fog and clouds are the three major forms of condensation. Dew. It is a water droplet formed by the condensation of water vapor on a relatively cold surface of an object. It forms when the temperature of an object drops below the dew point temperature. Next, frost. In the dew itself only, frost we are going to see. The ice crystals formed by deposition of water vapor on a relatively cold surface of an object is known as frost. It forms when the temperature of an object drops below the freezing point of a temperature. Frost you may see in the refrigerator itself. When the refrigerator, the cooler box, if you are opening means, in that box you may see that frost. Fog. Fog is the suspended tiny water droplets or ice crystal in an air layer next to the earth's surface that reduces the visibility to 1000 meter or lower. Mist. It is the tiny droplets of water hanging in the air. These droplets form when the water vapor in the air is rapidly cooled, causing it to change from invisible gas to tiny visible water droplet. Mist is less dense than fog. Clouds. Clouds it consists of the tiny water droplets, ice particles, which are so small and light in weight. Clouds are formed by microscopic drops of water or by small ice crystals. The size of the droplets generally range from couple of microns to 100 microns. This is the limit beyond which cloud drops become raindrops. Condensation occurs when the air gets started. Warm air can hold more water vapor than the cool air. Thank you, children.